have seen situations where a man has been very helpful to his woman, has looked out, has made sure he's provided for her, and she has been extremely ungrateful. And it is very natural for people who feel underappreciated to at some point stop. All right. I always say appreciation breeds production. And so some women may have this mentality of, well, you're my man, so you're supposed to do that. And I think that's such an unhealthy mindset to have, because that's what doesn't allow you to show and express appreciation, which then makes him feel like he's being taken advantage of, he's being taken for granted. And there may come times where even though you know he's capable, he's coming up with excuses as to why he can't assist you now. Because he's really just tired of being used. Okay? And one could argue, how much do you love him if you're not showing any level of appreciation and gratefulness for this man? Now, again, I'm not going to say it's automatically that's the issue. I think there's a lot of layers to it, but that can creep into the mind of that man and to the people he's talking to, like, man, I think this woman is just trying to use you. So understand that there's always two sides, and everybody has to do their part. So the man who loves you is not going to let you struggle, but the woman who loves him should be willing to show and express appreciation. Oh, and one more thing before we move on to the next point. So also be mindful of this phenomenon, this dynamic, where you could have a relationship where the man has initially in the beginning offered to help, offered to take care of things, make sure you're good. And as a woman, you're so accustomed to being independent, you're always like, nah, I'm good, I can take care of it, you're fine, boom, boom, boom. And you've conditioned him to feeling like you don't need his help or you don't want his help. And so now he stops offering. Not because he's unwilling, not because he's unable, because you led him to believe that it's either not necessary, not desired, not welcomed. All right? So you as a woman, I talk about this in other videos where you have to make sure, I know many of you struggle with asking for help, but you got to at least be able to receive it when it's offered. It's specifically when it's coming from your man. Allow him to do for you. Because that's him expressing love. That's him trying to pour into you. Real quick example, because I had to learn this myself, because I believe this is true for just human beings in general. I'm and I'm just keeping it real with y'all about how I am. I'm one of those very old-fashioned, I'm not letting a woman pay for dinner and all this type of stuff. I'm paying for everything. But I was so bad, and I say bad, you'll hear the story, to the point where there was a situation where I helped a woman out with something. I can't remember what it was. And as a thank you to me, she wanted to take me out to dinner, right? And I was so uncomfortable with the idea of a woman paying for dinner or whatever, even though this is her thank you for something I already helped her with, not financially, but otherwise, I refused to let her pay. And I still paid for it. But I came to realize over time that doing that is blocking that person's ability to express and show love and appreciation. It's almost taking away their moment. Okay? And it's not necessary for me to do that. Like, there's no reason for me to be like, oh no, like, let them, when someone offers something to me, and I know that it's in their heart that they genuinely want to do, I let them. Not because I need it. Did I need her to pay for it? No, of course not. But I know how much that would mean to her to be able to say she was able to do that for me in return. So I've learned to change my mindset with that and allow myself to receive. So the same way I want to encourage you, you have to learn how to allow yourself to receive. And the amazing thing is when you do, you start to notice more comes your way. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. Relationships are the key to a successful life. But there's 5 areas that we have to be mindful of when it comes to relationships. There's relationship with God, relationship with ourselves, relationship with family and friends,